just get out my face. Might go in my hate, my tears blow my brain. I be Kurt Cobain. I can't feel my face. I can't feel my face. I can't feel my face. I can't feel my face.
I have just gotten myself into some Euro USD swing sell positions. Let me just show you the position I'm in currently right now. As you can see, I'm in this swing sell position. This is on the 4-hour time frame. This is the perspective from the daily time frame. At the moment, I am looking for a simple expansion down lower. All we have seen so far early month, we're in the new month of October. Well, to be fair, we're halfway through November. We have spent the first 2 weeks retracing back up toward this daily expansion range that we have seen. And now all I am simply expecting, if I put it simply, of course, there's a lot that goes into it. I'm looking for price to continue its bearish expansion that we have been seeing towards the current low of the month. So I'm expecting a bearish monthly candle here. So I want to see the current low of the month to be taken out so the rest of the monthly candle can expand. Now this week the government is finally back up and running from what we see, and we've got NFP on Thursday, which is an NFP, non-farm payroll, from October. So I'm expecting a lot of volatility. Hence I'm in swing positions to keep myself safe from slippage and, you know, getting caught inside intraday scale ranges. And yeah, I just let the guys know that the higher time frame picture is starting to sell very nicely. I'm looking for lower prices on the Euro USD and higher from the weekly fair value gap on the dollar here as well. And yeah, I'm gonna make the outlook, weekly outlook soon, just for me showing why I have my bias and actually constructing the bias for the guys as well. So now all I do is, given that I'm in a swing position, I just let price print. I'm not worried about what price is doing. I'm not worried about what price is doing at the moment. I'm going to let price print. I'm in a swing position. I'm expecting objectives. I'm expecting the real, true intended expansion to occur once we have our news drivers on Thursday, on Wednesday. Tomorrow we don't have any news drivers either. That's why I'm just positioning myself into a swing, and now I'm just going to let price print. So yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing this week. You guys might see a lot of guys who come to Dubai doing really cool stuff. Now that I live here, I know there's a lot of things that I could do, but I just don't do anything. I'm mainly just here actually trading because that's what we are. So yeah, let's see how this week goes, and I'll catch you guys once there is something to update. Just recorded the weekly outlook lesson, which I'm basically just talking about the trade that I'm in, the swing position, and why I'm in it. And now I'm just editing it, cutting some unnecessary things out, adding some things in, and obviously I need to export and upload it. And whilst I'm doing this, what do I do for fun? We play Friv. If you guys know what Friv is, oh man, I messed up my shot because I was explaining to you guys what the game is. Okay, opponent misses. Looks like we're gonna take this as a win, boys. See if we can make the shot. So good night. That's it from me for today, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. As you guys obviously know, we're still in the swing position. It is just running, and yeah, just gonna let that run. This is also the position on some of the accounts right now, just I guess for proof that I'm actually in this trade. At the moment, we're in on another account as well. I've ended up buying a few evaluations because I've not bought evaluations in a long time. And why, if you can trade, why not say yes to more capital, no? So I decided to get a few more accounts with different firms I've not tried yet. So yeah, this is also running on another account as well, if it focuses, as you can see. So yeah, let's see how this swing position goes. Good morning. We have just woken up like an hour ago, and the charts are looking the exact same. Nothing has changed, okay? How do I wake up in the morning, you guys might ask? We have a Rami coffee, about 4 or 5 spoons of coffee powder in there, just a bit of water, a bit of ice, and that's it. Yeah, the charts aren't doing anything. I just told the guys as well, not expecting much from today's daily candle. We know that expansion is intended, in the intended direction will be safe midweek onwards, because everything has been discussed inside the weekly outlook anyway. So yeah, now it's just about letting price print. We aren't too bothered about what price is doing. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to head down to the gym. Then I'm going to go get a trim because my trim is looking so dusty right now. You guys can probably tell. And then yeah, we'll see what the rest of the day brings us. Just wake up to the beautiful view of Dubsy. Maybe jump in the pool. I probably won't because it's not even that fun. But yeah. Back from the trim. I know my hair on the top is looking dusty as hell right now. The fade is looking sick. I don't like the way that the barbers usually do the top. I always just do it myself, obviously. update on the swing. If you guys can see, I'm not sure. Trade's looking pretty nice. I'm not sure if you can see it. But yeah, running 1.4k right now. Damn, the trade just started. How are you running 1.4k already? I could just say that's live account. No, it's not. It's an evaluation. And evaluations I risk higher. On my funded account, I'm currently running $400 on one of them, and on my other funded account, probably running the same as well. So yeah, in on 2 fundeds and on a couple of evaluations as well. Views are looking good right now, boys. Can't complain about life, can I? Back in 2023, I was in debt, working jobs. I was in debt because of trading, and now I'm living out here because of trading. It's a full cycle, boys. But yeah, let's see what the rest of the day brings for us.
I don't even know where we're going.
That's what you want to hear.
Where are we going?
I'm in the track, I run okay, I'm pushing some more weight. Also down, I can feel my face, I just put up an 8. Also down, fly, I'm out of space, Da Vinci with a bait. That Maybach truck, I start inside, I'm round with my drink.
Okay, so we're just out for some dinner. The trade hasn't really done much. Remember, this is a very large swing position. This is going to be the only trade of the week. So I'm not expecting much at all until, as I said, on Thursday with our NFP news driver. But yeah, trade's running not too bad. Another account. Right now I'm taking this trade on 2 live accounts, and I've taken on 2 other evals as well. And yeah, just going to see how the trade goes. Right now I'm just deciding what kind of food I should go for. But if this trade does not win after this meal here, it's not looking good, boys. But yeah, look at this, look at this, look at this. Actually, fish. This guy came to the toilet thinking that this is where you dry your hands, and he fully stuck his hand in the urinal until it started flipping, throwing water down. What an idiot, man. What an idiot. This is the kind of guys that you have in Dubai. It's like, how is this guy, why is this guy here?
Now all I need is a plan. Taught myself to a business, now it's easy to say. Right now, I'm legally and illegally paid, so I can quit rap today. Like I'm streaming away. So many balls that I've had.
So I've just got back home now. As you can see, I'm very tired. I can't wait to jump into bed and just sleep for 12 hours, probably wake up. That's the benefit about living in Dubai. When you guys wake up at like 9 a.m. or something in the UK, it's only 1 p.m. here. So I can wake up at 1 p.m. and it's not like I missed out on anything, because it's still pretty early in the UK. And tomorrow we got GBP CPI, and you can see the trade is still just doing really nothing. I will keep an eye on GBP CPI. It's been an overall range. If we can see a manipulation here above these highs, then I'd be happy. I'm not looking to just short straight away. I'm not interested in this chart until the high impact driver clears up the framework anyway. But yeah, daily close is looking nice. This H4 manipulation above here, potentially a new invalidation. Not yet, I'm not changing anything yet. I just made an update to the guys as well. Me essentially just saying that, you know, current Tuesday has starting to show signs of potential new invalidation. We've also seen the daily for value gaps that could have been created. You can see this is the daily chart on the DXY. No daily for value gap created. It was closed out, which is great. So price is creating less reasoning for dollar to come back below this low and euro to come back above this high, because there's no daily for value gap created, which gives me more reasoning at one point to move my invalidation to that high. So I've just told them potential invalidation to keep an eye on, and of course I just let them know about, you know, we're gonna again just be watching GBP CPI. So I told them all to get some sleep, because that's exactly what I need right now. And you might be thinking, how does a trader relax themselves before getting to sleep? How does a trader relax themselves before a high impact driver? How does a trader relax at night once they've done a lot of work like you guys have seen me do today? How do they do that? You know, I'll tell you exactly how a trader does it. So if I go to my phone right now, this is how we relax. We sit and play games with my cousins. So yeah, this is my freshie cousin right now. So we just so yeah, that's how we go to sleep, boys. So I'll catch you guys in the morning, or once there's something to update. For now, there's nothing to update. So yeah, good night, boys. It's the next day at night. You might be wondering what happened throughout the day. You must have done a lot of work, because I did have a lot of work planned out. But remember, this is Dubai. Every day something happens and you're like, okay, screw it, let's do it. I woke up ready to smash the day. Right? I had a lot of work to do, and then yeah, one of the boys were like, let's go So we jumped in the car and then we've just been cutting about all day. Right now it is currently 10:30 and let's update the trade. You guys can see the trade is running very nicely. I have scaled in on my evals. Okay, on my evaluations, I like to scale in more aggressively because it is not real. I don't treat it like, I don't have so much attachment towards an evaluation. It's demo money, literally. I don't care. And on one of my funded accounts, I also did scale in as well. Yeah, on one of my funded accounts, I did scale in as well in a very low risk scale in, but on the other one, I didn't scale in at all. I was happy with the full swing just because the range has been very small inside here. This is the 4-hour time. If we look at it from the 1 hour, this has been very choppy, so I was not 100% looking to jump into trying to scale in here, okay? That's why on one of my fundeds I didn't scale in, and the other one I had a low risk, but I mainly scaled in on the evaluations. So yeah, now the shocking thing that happened is on my evaluation, you know, I tried to close out on one of my accounts. I'm running on 300k in phase 1. I tried to close out. My target's 216,000. I closed out at 215.90, $10 away. So now what did I do? I jump into a one lot sell, and as soon as I get into the sell, it starts reversing. So yeah, I'm just looking for like $10 there. But yeah, on the other one I didn't close out even, so I'm just waiting till that hits on the 100k. I'm just waiting for 8%. On the live, yeah, running $5,000. I'm already down like 1%, so yeah, running like 3.2k right now. Yeah, it's just running as well. This one is also in drawdown, so yeah. Let's see how this trade goes. The only thing I care about right now is trying to close out this funded account to the evaluation, because that just annoys me. $10 away from passing. But yeah, anyways, now it's 6:30 UK time. I'm not expecting much. Tomorrow is NFP. This has been the day that I've been telling you guys. Tomorrow is when we can actually expect some sort of volatility. We've seen a lot of volatility from the very start. Like if I just look at the daily chart, this is the daily chart now. And then from when in the weekly outlook, I'm talking about I want shorts on the Euro USD, showing I want Euro to trade down lower towards initial objective daily for value gap. And yeah, this is what the daily chart looked like at the time when we were looking for lower prices. And now the chart looks like this. So it has moved very nicely, but I still want this overall move towards the current low of the month. On my live accounts, on my fund, on the evaluations, I'm going to close out once profit target is met, of course. And DXY is very close to the current high of the month. So at this point, because DXY is closer to its objective than the Euro USD, what I will do is once DXY closes, it takes out this high, I will then just watch price. If price starts to reject from taking out this high, then I'll just close out my Euro position. So yeah, either way for now, nothing else to update. Just going to wait until I close out on the valuations and let's see how the rest of this trade goes. So as you guys know, I was like $10 away from passing the evaluations, but somehow I actually managed to lose the clips of me passing the accounts. So let me just show you what actually happened. This is like a few days later anyway. So as you can see, I did manage to close out that trade on the 200k valuation, on the 100k valuation, and we also did close out on a 200k, another 200k GBP evaluation. So what's that, like 600k in evaluations that week? And the trade is also still running on the live account, so yeah, make sure you guys see what happened. Okay, so this is now the third day in the swing position and price is running very nicely. We have NFP in about 40 minutes. And one of my accounts, this is what I mean by your personal risk tolerance. I had already closed out on 2 accounts yesterday to pass 300k in phase 1. Closed out because of profit target. Today, I'm still running on 2 live accounts. One of my live accounts payout date is in about 2 weeks, so I have plenty of time. One of my other live accounts payout date is tomorrow. So now, I would rather, for NFP or high impact driver, where there is a potential that Euro could reverse from here on a high impact driver, there's a potential, even though the DXY is setting up for classic NFP where we've created equal highs up here, I would expect NFP to take out them highs. I would expect Euro to take out the lows. My payout date is tomorrow on one of my accounts. I'm currently running around $2.4 thousand. So at this point, I'm happy to close out this position, which is exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to close out, and that is closed, as you can see. So now if we look at my dashboard, my account is now ready for payout. And if we go to the payout section, just so you guys know, the next withdrawal date is the 21 and today is the 20th. So that is why I'm going to close out my position here. I'm looking at my own risk tolerance. I have a payout date tomorrow. I don't want to put more exposure on the line where NFP could reverse. I'd rather take a payout for tomorrow. And my other account, because my payout day is in 2 weeks, if price does reverse from here and we get taken out of break even on the trade, then that's fine by me, because I know I've got time to make profits again. Okay, so yeah, now we'll just see what NFP does. Of course, NFP, I would want it to drop down lower, and just for proof, I am still running on my other account right now, as you guys can see, currently floating about 5.8 $7,000. If DXY does take out this high, which is what I told the guys in the mentorship as well, if DXY takes out this high before NFP, I just close out euro anyway. So yeah, now let's just see what price does. Once there is another update, I'll let you guys know. Okay, so I have decided that given how close DXY is to its draw and our high impact driver is soon, and I'm running 5.6k, which if I close this out, I'm completely happy to end the week on around $8,000. And yeah, we got high impact driver. So if DXY does take out this high, which is very close to it, and then manipulate down lower, I don't want to be stuck in that. So I think at this point, I am happy to close out this position here as well and end the swing off. Okay, so I am closing my positions here. Perfect. So we have ended this trade on $5,500, and on my other account we're up $2,400, so around $8,000 on this full swing position. And yes, NFP is in about 12 minutes. I don't want to be in this trade anymore given how close DXY is to its objective. We can easily see NFP manipulate this high, then drop down lower. So that's why I've exited position. So now I'm going to go update the guys, and then I'm going to have a quick talk with you guys about important lessons throughout swing positions and things that will help you guys really accelerate your journey as a trader. So just as we expected, NFP has just came out and DXY done what? It took the objective by a pip. You can see it just took it out and then it started reversing, and euro has now started also reversing in the opposite direction. I still do expect it to trade down lower, but I'm happy I did close out where I did, because that's what I told the guys as well. I said to them, okay, I've closed out my position fully here. I still do expect NFP to go in the direction. I've secured 2 payouts, so I'm comfortable with that. The reason I did it is because I will not be able to, DXY is so close to the objective that once it's taken during NFP, which I do expect, if it does reverse, I won't be able to manage it because of the funded account rules on live. So yeah, that's why I've just closed out. And yeah, that's about it. It's about making profitable decisions. It's not about making the decisions that will make you the most amount of money every single time. You have to consider your best case scenario. My best case scenario was, okay, fine, if I just held that trade, maybe I could have made $10,000 and I could have an $18,000 day. But the worst case scenario was this: DXY take the objective, I can't do anything about it because of the news rules. And then I just gave away my profits. Why would I do that? So yes, I could have made a lot more this week, but that's not what it's about. It's about making flawlessly profitable decisions over a long time period. That's why across all my accounts, I have so much consistency. I've not blown any accounts. Why? One of my accounts, I've done, this is my 10th payout now in a row on one account. That's because I make flawlessly profitable decisions over a long time period. So now that the trade is over, what am I gonna do? Absolutely nothing. This is what you call like true freedom as being a trader. And this is what you work so hard for, you know, over the years. You tell yourself, yeah, you're going to be freedom as a trader, but there's no freedom in the first few years when you're trying to make it work, when you're trying to be profitable, when you're trying to get consistent payouts. There's absolutely no freedom. But now I've just closed up my swing for $8,000. I've passed 300k in phase 1. It's been obviously I was expecting a lot more from the swing. I did close it early. You guys know why I did, because I'm making profitable decisions that might be boring at the time. It's not exciting, but that's what trading is like. You have to make profitable decisions, not exciting decisions, okay? So a lot of people, when I say best case scenario versus worst case scenario, what I mean is a lot of people don't consider their worst case scenario. A lot of people might think, oh yeah, maybe if I scale in too early, maybe if I risk a little bit more, the best case scenario is I make a lot more than I would have. But if they consider the worst case scenario, they can't accept that emotionally. That's why they become so attached to the trade, because then they think, well, yeah, my best case scenario is I can make a lot more if I scale in early, if I add too much risk. But the worst case scenario is you can lose a lot more than you can mentally accept. If you don't exit when you should exit and you think, you know what, I'll just keep holding the trade and hopefully it just goes in my direction. Yes, at the time you might think the best case scenario is I can make a lot more if I do hold it, but the worst case scenario is you might lose all the profits during that whole great swing, and that will affect your trading for weeks to come. Okay, you need to make profitable decisions over a long time period. That's all it is. It's very simple. There is a reason that even from all of my accounts, I don't blow them. There's a reason that I make consistent payouts. There's a reason that even from one of my firms, I say all the time, now that I've added to that, it's almost $50,000 in payouts. Hopefully if this one gets accepted, in 10 payouts, just over 5 months, and I've only ever spent $700 with this firm. It's like that comes from making boring profitable decisions over a long time period. Now I also want to just say, you guys might be thinking, oh, what am I driving? So I'm just about to go with my boy, we're gonna have some tea, just chill out. You might be thinking, what am I driving? What does a profitable trader living in Dubai drive? You might be thinking I might be driving a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Let me show you what the whip we're cruising in. This is my whip. Yeah? What other Forex trader has this kind of car? You won't see them with this kind of car. But yeah, so I'm just showing you guys reality. I rented this car for 2 weeks because it's my first time driving in Dubai. Why would I go rent a sick car if I'm driving here for the first time? I think that's just a dumb thing to do, because what happens if I crash it? I don't want to go into debt. Generational. If I crash a Lamborghini, I'm done. I'm done. So yeah, That's why we're in this. So now we're just gonna go link up with the boy. We're gonna go get some tea and just chill out and I guess enjoy the freedom and the luxury that we have with this life. So yeah, so that's the week most likely done for me, and now we're just sitting here with the boy having some tea. I've got Boost, if you guys know. He's got Karak Chai. Now he's still in the war zone. He's still in the trade, and yeah, he's still a bit. But we've ended the trade. Now we're just chilling here. This is the piece that we worked so long for, isn't it? You've ended the
Wet piece, mate.
Nah, he's already closed our trades for like 12.5, and I've closed out for 8. So
We're never happy.
Nah.
Ungrateful bastards.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
But still, it's a very, very good life. And
Yeah. Behind camera, oh, it's a good life. You know, in the trade, stressful.
Yeah. No,
Very stressful.
I was thinking right before NFP, I was thinking if I do hold the trade, I might make 10k, and then I was thinking to myself like, wow, I've got 5.5k just sitting there. I might as well just take the payout. So yeah, I closed out the trade there. Price still does look good. He's just got back into the position. I might get into the position. If I do, I will let you guys know. But yeah, I don't mind ending the week here. So thank you guys for watching the vlog. I know it wasn't that cool. There wasn't anything exciting to show, but this was just the real life, just hanging out with the boy,
Exactly.
just doing random
Trying to
stuff.
fake
Yeah.
random stuff just to pretend that, oh guys, today, bruv.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to know how to trade? Watch the boy AB.
Nah, watch
all
both
you
the
need.
boys. Watch both
all
of
you
us,
need.
yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next vlog.